Shots fired, shots fired.
Today's an absolute tragic day for the city of Charlotte and for the profession of law enforcement.
Tragedy in the Charlotte community. 4 members of law enforcement killed, one of them a member of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department.
They lost their lives after they gave us the opportunity to be in a safe place.
That shooting led to a lockdown of local schools, and neighbors asked to shelter in place as multiple agencies exchange gunfire.
You're actively shooting at someone in my yard, and bullets don't have any names.
4 others shot while trying to bring a wanted suspect into custody.
I mean, there's families that are devastated right now, and even the people that were involved, there's someone's kids, so it's not good for the community, and hopefully we come together.
Now it's left to the community to honor and respect the fallen. And we are doing that very thing this morning, honoring, respecting those. Good morning, everyone. The Charlotte community continues to mourn and honor those lives after what's being called one of the deadliest officer-involved shootings in the city's history.
4 law enforcement officers ambushed and killed while serving a warrant at a East Charlotte house. 4 others recovering.
This morning, people across the community paying their respects, our various memorials thanking those officers for their sacrifice. Chief Jennings called it the deadliest day for CMPD officers in his 30-plus years with the department.
We have live crews out this morning. Our Sydney Heiberger is outside CMPD headquarters and Will Lewis at the Federal Building. And we start with Sydney. Sydney, we know officers were there initially to serve a warrant.
And why that's exactly right. And it goes to show you that there really are no ordinary calls, no ordinary days for law enforcement. They never know what they're going to be up against when they make a traffic stop, or in this case, when they serve a warrant. In this situation, the US Marshals Fugitive Task Force was serving a warrant on 39-year-old Terry Hughes Jr. He fired a high-power weapon at officers when they approached him. Officers did return fire, ultimately killing him, but not before he was able to do some serious damage. Take a listen to Chief Jennings speak about the dangers these officers were up against.
In the face of danger, our people step up, and this profession steps up, and that's what we should be defined as doing, because they knew what they were going into and still held their own in attempt to apprehend this suspect. They knew that they had officers that needed help, that needed to be extracted from that location, yet they went in, some getting shot themselves as a result.
And Chief Jennings said even after officers had shot Hughes Jr., they were still taking gunfire from what they believe was a second shooter from inside the home. After an hours-long standoff, officers were eventually able to take 2 women from inside the home, one of them being a teenager, out and later questioned them. We are still waiting to learn whether there are any additional charges pending or what the discussions were between officers and those 2 other occupants in the home. For now, I'm reporting live at CMPD headquarters. Sydney Heiberger, Queen City News.
All right, thank you, Sydney. We're just getting word that there will be a briefing this morning at 11 o'clock, so we may get some more of those answers about this investigation then.
And now we want to go over to Queen City News anchor Will Lewis, who is outside the Federal Building. Will, what can you tell us about the memorial, which started yesterday, but I'm sure it continues to grow this morning?
Yeah, Jason, it sure did. It started yesterday, and I can tell you that as the sun comes up on today, a lot of people have been coming by this memorial, stopping, taking some time, and then continuing on to work or other destinations in Uptown. 4 people died in the line of duty when this took place yesterday, and we are learning a little more about 3 of them. CMPD officer Joshua Iyer responded to the scene when the call for help went out. I worked with CMPD for 6 years after service as a military police officer in the U.S. Army with the 211th Military Police Company. The North Carolina Corrections Department announced Samuel Peloche and William Elliott were part of the US Marshals Task Force, Peloche joining in 2013 and Elliott joining in 2016. Both men had previously been probation and parole officers during their years of service with the state. Then on Monday night, officers, hospital staff, and others with law enforcement stood as the escort and transport left the hospital with the men who lost their lives. Mayor Vi Lyles talked about the sacrifice the men made and how for those in law enforcement, you never know what the day brings.
These are people that care deeply about what they've done for a profession, and now today we have to say to them how much we are grateful for what they have done.
Yeah, and I can tell you that there are a lot of people that work here at the federal building that have been stopping right here as this memorial and the flag is at half staff. Now, the US Marshals Service has not identified the deputy, that fourth person who passed away in the line of duty, but I can tell you the other 3 men we have learned were all married and leave behind children. We're live in Uptown. Will Lewis, Queen City News.
All right, thank you, Will. And the law enforcement community across the Carolinas plan to pay their respects today. If you live near Chester County, the Sheriff's Department there plans to host a vigil the next 90 minutes. You can join at the Gateway Conference Center, and that starts join right now. We're also hearing from state and national leaders. President Biden releasing a statement yesterday offering his support for the Charlotte community. He says in part they are heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice, rushing into harm's way to protect us. We mourn for them and their loved ones. And we pray for the recoveries of the courageous officers who are wounded. He went on to say we must do more to protect our law enforcement officers. That means funding them so they have the resources they need to do their jobs and keep us safe. On the state level, Governor Roy Cooper says his heart is with the families and co-workers of the officers. He also promises to lend state resources if necessary. A North Carolina organization also jumping in to help. Back the Blue NC setting up a GoFundMe page to assist the families of the fallen officers. The goal is to raise $250,000. And coming up in our next hour, Gotti Alderman, the chairman of Back the Blue NC, will join us to spread the word on how this tragedy is impacting the law enforcement community.